Welcome to The Real Review, your ultimate guide into the world of movies. My name is Keeson. This is my partner, DJ Knots.
Yes,
and each and every week, we go through the good, the bad, and the ugly of some hidden gems to some undiscovered hood classics. We dive into what makes these movies and documentaries worth your time or not worth your time at all. We bring honest opinions, real reviews, and of course, real recommendations. So grab your popcorn, roll up, light up, do whatever it is that you're gonna do, but tune in every week because this is The Real Review. And this one is going to be special. This one's not a movie, this is the documentary of TMZ presents The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment. If you live under a rock on Mars somewhere, you like, what's going on?
Now they know on Mars too. Mars know about this.
Right. But if you don't know what's going on, check out the trailer right here.
Today I'm announcing a 3-count indictment charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
He was cloaked with respectability.
Why do you think it took 16 years?
Every dog has his day.
That's how he did it, through a vast network.
It's a victory for everyone who has felt the specter of violence, oppression, evil, whatever.
Like I said, this is a TMZ Presents documentary starring Harvey LaVine, Don Lemon, Nancy Grace, Adam 22, and Mark Agnifilo. I'm probably jamming up his last name, but Mark Agnifilo, and I think that's Puff's lawyer.
Yeah,
right? That's Puff's lawyer.
Yeah.
This one right here just dropped. This is about new allegations, new charges in a federal case.
Yeah.
And this is just heating up the airwaves. Every day, Puff is in the news. There's new this. They're finding more of this. It's more baby oil, more people coming out.
Yo.
I mean, for real.
It's funny, but it's also sad. But it's like
sad.
Like you say, they jamming up the airways.
Right.
Funny way you put that. But
Right.
it's also funny how we talk about the stars. The stars of the star of the documentary is Puff.
Right.
It's Diddy. Any way you look at it, you know what I'm saying. So the whole overview that we wanted to talk about today, because you know how we bring you out a reel on a real view is this documentary is up to date. Today is October. What's today? 18th. See, I'm living in the past. Today's October 18th,
right.
And it's so up to date on what's taking place. We felt like we needed to share our perspective on what is taking place so far,
right.
in specifics to the movie and film part of what's being documented. Because this isn't the 50 Cent version that's coming out next year.
Did he do it?
Yeah, this is not that.
Right.
This is TMZ and the other news sources reporting what they know and combining and collaborating that into this documentary. So that's what we're here to talk about.
Right. Which I think is an angle.
Yeah. What you mean?
I mean, I think it's an angle. It's like, you want to get into it? Like,
let's do it.
Okay. I mean, I think it's an angle of like, this is a way of like jury tampering to some degree, because you don't know who the jury is yet.
Right.
Right? You don't know who the jury is yet. But if anybody that's alive, that has a television, a phone, social media, anything, even if you don't, even if the jury is 60 years old, they got kids that's talking about, grandkids that's talking about. I mean, it's like my mother knows what's going on.
Yeah.
My mother's 79 years old. She's like, what's that? What did that boy do? And it's like, you don't know who's going to be in the jury. You don't know who's going to be a juror.
Yeah.
But when you watch this, they're talking, it's like, it's jury tampering at its finest.
So you don't think he could get a fair case out of this?
I mean, I think TMZ is smart enough. TMZ is smart enough to put this out, and they put this, like, TMZ put this on Tubi.
True.
Like, why Tubi of all places?
What you think? What's the science behind that?
I mean, because Tubi is like, this is the black people, this is the new network. This is the new shit.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean, come on, you know what Tubi, they know what Tubi is.
Right.
Tubi is like, yes, it's this is like black people is making this popping.
Yeah.
Just like everything else.
Yeah.
Look at the other TMZ documentary that he put out on Kanye West. It was where?
That's on Hulu.
And it was all about, this is what they were saying, like Kanye West went on the whole Jewish rant, right?
Right.
And it was like he put that on Hulu.
Yeah.
To like I think to like plant seed, like he knows who watches what.
Yeah.
Like you put this out on Tubi.
Yeah. You keep saying he. Who is he?
Harvey LaVine. This is TMZ Presents.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure we talking about people knew who we was talking about.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
TMZ. This is a TMZ Presents documentary. Like TMZ has a channel.
Yeah.
Right. We could have watched this hour-long shit on their channel.
On their platform as well. That's
Right.
It's a
But
great
he
point.
put it on Tubi where it's like, oh, let me watch that.
Yeah.
I think this is jury. Listen, check this out. To be completely honest, I don't believe all of it.
Okay.
Now, look. Let me just do I believe that there was drug and alcohol, sex-filled orgies? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I believe that Puff had people doing shit beyond their will and beyond their will?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do I believe the gay innuendos that's headed his way? Do people, he's saying he slept with men and women? Yeah, I think Puff probably swam in a couple of swamps in his day. You know what I'm saying? He dove in a couple of muddy ponds before. But do I believe that this Cassie case that she filed is the reason why they're doing all of this? No.
So you think there's something deeper to it?
I think this is like the ultimate. Keep your hands out my pocket. Get your hands out my pocket.
Damn right.
So we can look that way, and then you get shot this way.
Yeah.
So that's what I believe. I mean, I believe everything they showing you because it's like it's real. The Cassie footage.
Yeah.
I mean, but those are things we're gonna get into. Like, I mean, you would know better than me. Like you spoke on other stuff about this.
A little bit.
Right.
Little bit. But I was trying to stick to the documentary and not bring in, hearsay and rumors and things like that.
Well,
I just wanted, just so
I don't know
us
what's
to-
hearsay. It's like the feds found the Cassie video, the Cassie hotel tape,
Yeah.
in his house.
True.
Who the fuck keeps the stuff in their house?
That was wild. I don't understand that part.
Right. But talk to me. What do you think? Like, I mean, listen, the reviews, I don't really see any good, bad, and ugly in all of this. I don't see anything good besides there's a lesson
To be learned.
Yeah. But we can get into that at the end.
At the end, like we normally do.
Right.
And we got to rate this bag of popcorn and all that too.
Right.
Woo! All right, this is going to be a good one.
Right.
But yeah, going back to the overview and what I know a little bit outside of what was covered in the documentary.
Right.
They were pretty good being up to date in October.
Totally.
Of what was taking
Totally.
place. But it was still, one of the things that I noticed was the line of questioning that Harvey was doing when he was interviewing people, number one.
Right.
Number two, the people that TMZ chose to interview was also, in my opinion, very questionable.
Nancy Grace,
like, come
Adam
on.
22.
Come on, get out of here. You know
Was
what I'm saying?
Adam 22 not probably at the party, sniffing coke off of somebody's ass? Adam 22, you got?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That part of it,
I mean,
it's questionable, and it leaves space for, even though TMZ is one of the nation's biggest media sources,
right?
There were still things they could have done differently to not make it seem so scandalous.
I mean, I think Harvey LaVine is smart as fuck. He's a lawyer. He knows exactly what the fuck he was doing.
Right.
I mean, I totally believe. I mean, yo, for real, man. All of this is jury tampering. This is the way to put the story out without kind of like saying we putting the story out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
This is get your hands out my pocket. This is, I mean, it's like, but go ahead.
But no, it's just so blatant to me. Like I said, going back to his questioning for the people that he was talking to, the Nancy Graces, the Adam 22s. It's one thing for an interviewer to lead the person that you're talking about in a documentary. Right. But it's like he was almost telling them what to say, and that's a part I had an issue with. But that's all the TMZ.
Right.
But it was especially glaring, and I'm not protecting anybody on either side, either way.
Right.
I'm just talking about from the documentary side and how the people that we're talking about, what Harvey was doing, leading and talking to these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't like that. I didn't like how. Why is Adam 22 on it? I don't even like.
I don't know.
Speaking about it like he's a real source.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he got here to this point. There's so many different people they could have talked to about it, but you choose him.
I mean, I think Harvey LaVine knows that Adam 22 has how many followers?
A lot.
So you have Adam 22, you have Don Lemon, you have Nancy Grace, you have the girl who got shot in Club New York.
She was a valid example of somebody you can talk to.
Yo, but he says, check this out. One of the questions was, Harvey LaVine says, did you see Puffy shoot you at
Whatever Club was.
Club New York.
Yeah, Club New York. Thank
She
you.
says, now I don't know if they edited it like this, but she says, yeah, Sean was by the door, Puffy was closest to me.
Yep.
That wasn't, did you see him shoot her? Did you see him shoot you? I'm not saying he didn't shoot her, but I think it's like the way that they put all of this together.
Shot.
Right, the way they put all of this together is like, this is just a way of like, I mean, it's jury tampering. This is typical TMZ.
Yeah.
Like typical TMZ, like
tactics and
culture
strategies,
like what is the word?
No,
Culture,
appropriation. That's it. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally. Because he asked the attorney, right? Do you think that the judge is gonna dismiss the Cassie hotel footage?
Right.
And he was like, well, yeah, we're gonna try to get that taken out of
stricken from the
records
records and all
it's
that.
Like, nigga, anybody that's anybody that's anybody that's a juror has seen it already.
Yeah.
Whether you show it to me that day or you don't, I've seen it already.
Yeah, it's embedded in my head.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen all of this stuff already.
Yeah.
Like you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so yes, the quality of the movie, the quality of this documentary, it was shot with great cameras. The casting is a little questionable.
Very questionable.
Why they didn't do a documentary on Epstein or Weinstein like they doing on Diddy?
I think they did do one after Epstein died.
No, Harvey.
TMZ didn't do that. No.
Nah, they definitely going after the black man. Yeah,
and
they definitely going after like there have been several Epstein stories, but not with this much.
Put it on jdate.com.
What's up? Right. Yeah, I was gonna say with this much vigor, but that's even more poignant
like
than anything I was saying. Yeah,
this is like, I mean, listen, when I watched it, it's hard to listen. Puff was great for the culture. I mean, he was great for the culture, man. It's like nobody had a run like the Bad Boy run.
I think
it's sad to see this happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is sad. I mean, honestly, man, this is sad to see this happen. It's like you trying to tell me they didn't know about these parties before? Yeah. I mean, Hugh Hefner, this was like, did they pass the torch to him after Hugh Hefner died?
Right.
Then it's like, yeah, we're going to let you run a little bit and then we're going to come get you.
Well, it's been more than a little bit.
Right.
So
did all of this happen? Like, if you don't know, I think this is where this started from. Can we show the clip of what Puffy says about Diageo?
Yeah, we talk about that.
Please.
Yeah.
This is where I think things start to go downhill for Sean Combs, right here.
The situation's in the courts now, so I'm gonna share with y'all what I can. This is all public record. But basically, I was called to have a meeting with Diageo, and they knew that I was kind of killing things in the culture, and they were trying to fix their diversity problem. And through that, a meeting was set up, and I told them, you know, I want to be an owner, that I have these ideas from promoting parties at Howard, just remembering that I would always get the door and never get the bar. And so I said I have aspirations to have black-owned brands owned by black people behind the bar and a part of your organization. They're the biggest distributor of spirits in the world, biggest maker of spirits in the world. So we get a test project. I'm looking at their portfolio, and they say we could start something from scratch. But I'm looking at their portfolio, and I remember one night I was having a great time with Ciroc. I had some Ciroc. It was made by grapes, and I remember, you know, having just such the greatest time. And so the light bulb went off in my head. I said, I don't want to wait and develop nothing. Let me show you what I could do with Ciroc. Let me show you how I could turn your revenue around. They were losing $40 million a year. And I went and turned it around and took it to 2.6 million cases from 40,000 cases. My fight is to always make sure that we could just do business. I want to be treated equally like anybody else. And so that's what the fight is about. And it's not me just fighting for me. I'm fighting for us. Because whatever bar I set, y'all have to come behind me on that bar, and I want to make sure that it's right. So that's what the fight is about, simply put.
So, go ahead, brother.
I was just going to say, I was like, yo, what we're trying to talk about, what we're trying to say is, with Puff and his disagreements with his liquor management company, Diageo,
Right.
and the lawsuit.
Right.
As we know now, Puff won that
Right.
lawsuit earlier this year, earlier 2024.
Okay.
The interesting part is how all of these allegations and prosecutions started after he won. What do you think about that?
Do you think he had a morality clause in that with Diageo?
Oh yeah, I think that was a big part of it. I think that's what really keyed everybody into it. Like, yo, you have to be an upstanding person,
Right.
upstanding citizen. Otherwise, you're gonna lose everything. So
So if he loses everything, does it go back to Diageo?
it definitely does. Well, according to what I hear, I'm talking like I done seen all of the papers
Right.
and everything. But from the reports that I hear, and they don't really cover too much in this documentary.
Right.
But for what we know, we have to use our common sense and common knowledge
Right.
just to piece things together. When we're dealing with a documentary that is filmed in October 2024 and we're reviewing it in October 2024,
Right.
we have to make certain assumptions without jumping out the window.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Okay, so my assumption could be allegedly, right?
Yes.
He sues Diageo.
okay.
He wins. Diageo has to pay him how much money?
It was multi-millions. I don't even remember the number exactly. It was
a lot of money.
It was a lot.
Then Cassie comes with this.
Yeah.
Now he gets busted off of some shit that I'm sure it's like they already knew what the fuck was going on.
Right.
And now he has a morality clause. I'm not saying. I mean, listen. Listen. I don't know. I'm just putting. This is just my opinion.
Right.
He has a morality clause. This is definitely breaking the morality clause.
Without a doubt.
Diageo gets all of their money back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you sink this man
Yeah. At the same time.
at the same time.
At the same time. Well,
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the shit that he did was like called for. It was whatever. It's like, I mean, you just got caught with your hands in a cookie jar.
that's a big ass cookie jar.
Right. You know what I'm
Actually,
saying?
Cookie jar, 15
Like
years.
with the
It's
Cassie
crazy.
footage of the hotel. Like, bro, why would you keep that?
I don't know.
They found this at your house.
At his crib, yeah.
Why would you keep that footage though?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then ABC 2020 or this is like they showed that same clip of him chasing Cassie down the hallway and abusing her like 7-8 times.
Yeah.
They drove that point home like I don't care what you think, he did this. I don't care what you think, he did this.
I mean, he did.
Right, and it's
Right.
but I mean, it's like, you showed it like you showed it 6-7 times in this one documentary.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, like anybody that is potentially going to be a juror
Is gonna see this.
would think like, but he beat that girl up.
But he did.
I mean, I get it, but it's like, is he on trial for beating this girl up?
No.
Is he on trial for having fucking orgies?
No.
He's on trial for coercion.
Coercion.
Sex trafficking.
Sexual trafficking.
Drugging, like
A RICO case, yeah.
Right.
Moving minors from state to state, which
right.
is kidnapping.
But there's only one person named in this. This is like Cassie versus him in the state. It's like, this is not 20 people against Puff.
As we know right now. All right, we got to get to the part that we are here for. We are all here for, the part that y'all love so much. We're going to get to our GBU, our good, bad, and ugly about the downfall of Diddy. As of October of 2024. We got to specify because we know we're going to watch this in April. Y'all be like, yo, why ain't you talk about this? This took place in October of 2024. So I'm going to get right to it.
Right.
My good, when it comes to this documentary, is all the holes in the story. I know it sounds crazy, not in the fact that if Diddy did it or not, but there's so many holes in this documentary that they should have known better as professional journalists to cover up. I think that's a good part because it allows other journalists to say, we ain't got to get it all right.
Right.
We're going to go with what we know and we go from there.
Right.
I'm going to go with that as my good. Call it questionable if you want. I don't care.
Right.
The bad part that I saw was, who are y'all interviewing? Y'all are TMZ. Y'all have access to damn near anyone. Right. And this is the best y'all can do? Right. I understand it's last minute, you trying to make a real quick cash grab, which is part of the bad, right? But now you asking people who nobody in truly the culture respects, right? Nobody in general America really knows other than Nancy Grace, and she looked lit.
No, they know Adam 22.
General America? I don't think so.
They know Don Lemon.
Well, Don didn't really say much. That's my bad part.
Right,
I think they could have went and got more people who were in touch with the situation, like a Gene Deal, like you were talking about, who's been talking about things that he's seen. You know what I'm saying? Like people more in touch. That was my bad. And the ugly, my ugly for this is y'all rushing to throw this out just for the money, man. That was nasty. TMZ.
Right.
That's my ugly.
Right.
I'm gonna get back. We gonna get back to the bags of popcorn. What's your GBU?
I mean, really, I don't really see any good in any of this. You know what? The good in this is gonna be like messed up, but the good in this is there's a lesson. And to black men and women of power, we ain't playing by our rules. We playing by their rules. So you have to dot your I's, cross your T's, and tread lightly. Keep your nose clean. Because when they ready to come get you, they will come get you.
Stop being a creep. Oh, sorry.
They will come get you. You got to keep your nose clean. What you think you getting away with, what you think is like cool, and you think, I mean, they showed so many clips of Puff saying, I can do what I want. I'm a savage.
I'm king of the world.
And it was like, yeah, they just like, you got a fish hook in your back, and in a minute they like, they just reel you the fuck back in.
Yeah.
So the good is like, there's a lesson in this, man. Like, i.e., if you think I'm lying to you, it's like, man, Google Bill Cosby and then Google like Elvis Presley and Google Hugh Hefner. It's like it's pages. If you Google Bill Cosby, I know I'm going off topic, but if you Google Bill Cosby,
I'm gonna let you rock. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right? If you Google Bill Cosby, there's nothing. There's pages and pages. The first things that pop up is his whole case. You probably got to go to page 5 before they even mention any accolade or accoutrement that made him Bill Cosby. There's nothing about the Cosby Show. There's nothing about movies from 1960. So I say all of that to say that it's like when they're ready to like dismantle you, they will. They will. You got to keep your nose clean. That's the only thing I can say was good. Is like there's a lesson in this.
Right.
There's a lesson in this. Dot your I's, cross your T's, keep your nose clean, and tread lightly. The bad is like why you got these people? I mean, the bad is like TMZ. You know what? This is the bad and the ugly. TMZ knew exactly what they was doing.
Facts.
By Harvey LaVine says, I interviewed a lot of people for this documentary.
No,
so that's what he says.
I know that's what he said.
He says that he interviewed a lot of people, and he probably just went with the ones that he like. Okay, your narrative is the same sort of as my narrative
That I'm trying to paint.
and I'm trying to paint this picture right here, and we're using the same paint and the same brushes.
It's not responsible.
And I'm gonna put this
journalism.
shit on Tubi. That's the thing. That's like, why would TMZ put the shit on Tubi
and not on one of the other streaming platforms per se?
Right. It's like that's. It's like right with anybody they could have put the shit out on.
Yeah.
It's like that's the bad and the ugly of this. It's like this is jury. I'm gonna say it again. This is jury tampering to the fullest. He says in this. He asked Puff's attorney, "Do you think that they're gonna strike the Cassie footage from the case?"
On the record, right?
And it's like they don't have to. You showed it 82,000 times.
Million. Yeah.
They don't. Even if they do strike it, it doesn't matter if I see it on. He goes to court May 15th, right? March 15th, right? That's his court date. May 2025.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I see this on May 2025. I'm not gonna forget that I saw that on TMZ documentary on October 18th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my GBU. That's my good, bad, and the ugly. There's a lesson learned in this, which is like, if you want to call that good. There's a lesson learned in this. The bad and the ugly is like TMZ knew exactly what the fuck they was doing.
Nasty business.
Right. That's nasty work, as my man says. That's nasty work.
Yeah.
It's like they knew what they was doing by putting this out. Harvey LaVine knew what he was doing by asking the sort of questions he's asking to who he's asking them to.
Right.
What the fuck does Adam 22 got to do with this?
We still don't know. We still don't know.
What does Nancy Grace got to do with this?
Oh, I have no. I think she might have interviewed Puff back in the day. That may be it. I don't know.
I mean,
but
so
yeah, we got to pay
that's what
attention when things like that happen.
Right.
On a journalistic aspect. We're not talking about anything that actually took place in real life.
But I mean, it's just what do they have to do with this?
Now, I just want to make sure it's clear that would not.
Because Nancy Gray kicks his back in the whole way through. It's like, it sounds personal.
Yeah.
Like he did some shit to somebody she know.
It's definitely a Becky situation.
It's like she sounds like it's super personal.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
bags of popcorn.
Yeah,
Get to the
bags of popcorn.
What you give it?
I'm gonna give this. I mean, shit.
It's 1 hour long. It's up to date. Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, it is an hour long.
It's an hour long.
Yeah, it's an hour long. I'm gonna give this one 3.5. I'm gonna give this 3 bags of popcorn.
Woo!
It's informative. It's definitely informative.
Okay.
They show a lot of stuff in here. They definitely show stuff that you didn't see. Like you see the actual arrest from the hotel.
Yeah.
Which I didn't.
You were talking about that earlier.
I didn't see that until this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the actual arrest happen in the lobby of the hotel until I saw this. So you know, it's definitely informative. I just think it's like it's underhanded, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you still give it 3 bags.
I mean, I give it 3 bags because of just like it served its purpose.
Entertainment wise,
right? It served its purpose. It's like this is a nasty 3 bags of popcorn though. This was like a nasty.
That's more accurate.
This is a nasty stale 3 bags of popcorn.
I can see that.
Yo, I'm gonna give it 3 bags of popcorn. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's one.
Yeah.
It's shot good. They definitely telling me. So I learned some shit from this.
Right. I feel you. I mean, I hear you.
Right.
I'm gonna give it 2 bags of popcorn, man.
Right.
It's like, yo, when you bring in questionable people,
right.
I understand the entertainment value. It's only an hour long.
Right.
You're keeping it up to date, so that's why I'm giving them 2 bags.
Right.
But the rest of this,
right.
The leading questions that Harvey was doing,
I'm surprised
the way
they
they
have
was trying.
Jaguar Wright in this.
Yo,
why the fuck ain't just have Jaguar Wright?
But yeah, I'm gonna go 2 bags of popcorn.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Because I understand we gonna watch it and you'll see.
Right.
But there's so much new stuff coming out, man. I ain't even saying his name no more.
Yo.
But yeah, 2 bags of popcorn.
Right.
I mean, if you want to watch it, watch it. Other than that, it'll be going from your lexicon in like a week, so it's up to you.
Yeah, it definitely will. But I'm sure you will. Listen, I'm sure other places gonna pick this up.
Yeah.
And it's going to come across your timeline some way, somehow.
Yeah, clips of it or something. That's true.
Some way, somehow, this is going to come across your timeline.
Yeah.
But this is The Real Review. Tune in each and every week as we bring out honest opinions and real reviews on movies and documentaries. That's the latest out here in the market. And this just happened to be one of them. So make sure you tune in every week because this is The Real Review. And we out.